AAA+ലേക്കുള്ള വഴി ഇനി തനിയെ തുറക്കാം. Subscribe to the Enclaps channel. Ring the bell button and open success. It's that easy.
Welcome all to the wonders of living world. We had discussed about the basic unit of nervous system, that is nerves or neuron, its parts and specialized functions. But still we haven't completely discussed all the parts of a neuron. Before that, we need to understand how messages are formed and transferred. We had already learned that messages are formed in the form of electric impulse. Let's see how these messages are formed and transferred through the neurons. How is the distribution of the charges in the plasma membrane? Outer membrane is positively charged and inner membrane is negatively charged, right? What happens when the stimulus is generated? Due to ionic configuration, outer membrane becomes negatively and inner membrane becomes positively charged. How does this configuration change? Stimulus creates the charge difference in the adjacent parts and so on. As the stimulus moves, the former region comes to the original state. In this way, electric current is formed. Transmission of electric current through the neuron can be called as nerve impulse. When stimulated, the distribution of the ions in that part changes and hence the inner surface becomes positively charged and the outer surface becomes negatively charged. This momentary charge difference stimulates its adjacent parts and similar changes occur there too. As this process proceeds, impulses get transmitted as electric charges. Nerve impulses are messages transmitted through the neurons. Imagine a nerve impulse passing through an axon. We have already discussed that axon is covered with myelin sheath. We also learned that this myelin sheath acts as an insulator. Messages flow in the form of electric current, so insulators are necessary. Now, how the electric impulse on the axon does reach the adjacent neuron? Let's follow the electric impulse passing through the axon. What have you seen? From axon, electric impulse moves to the short branches known as axonite. We can see a small bulb-like structure on the axonite. This region is called a synaptic node. What happens next? Messages are passed to the adjacent dendrite of the next neuron. Isn't it? We shall discuss about it in our next class. That's all for the day. Bye.
3 ലക്ഷത്തിലേറെ വരുന്ന ചോദ്യോത്തരങ്ങൾ ഏറ്റവും കുറഞ്ഞ ചിലവിൽ സ്വന്തമാക്കുവാൻ ഉടൻ തന്നെ ഡൗൺലോഡ് ചെയ്യൂ Enclaps, the learning app.